If you're on Social Security or disability benefits, I have breaking news. President Trump wants to send $2,000 stimulus checks before the end of 2025. Yes, we only have 2 months left, November and December, and the president wants to send a stimulus check to Americans, including seniors on Social Security and disability benefits. He wants to send that before 2025 is over. Where do I get that information? Well, I'm going to share with you another news article that specifically talks about the fact that this is coming this year. Look at that. It says tariff dividend is coming in 2025. What Trump is saying about a possible 2025 stimulus check. Guys, I know that a lot of you are probably cynical by now because you've been promised so many things and it hasn't happened when it comes to stimulus. But here is the thing: when the president wants something out of this Congress, the president gets it. Everybody thought the massive, big, beautiful bill was not going to happen. He pushed it through. So if the president himself is coming in and saying he wants to get checks to Americans in 2025 before the end of the year, I believe him. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. So I'm going to go to ABC News and show you what they are saying in the title that makes me believe that this is possible. It says Trump says he will issue 2,000 tariff dividend to all except high income people. The president says the country is now wealthy. Guys, that's the key phrase. The president said the country is now wealthy because of his tariff policies, and he wants to give some of that money back to the American people. So I am going to explain to you when you should expect this check and how it's going to be sent, and the fact that seniors and people on disability are also included. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am a government benefits expert. For 15 years, I've been helping seniors get the retirement benefits they deserve. I create content on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and other personal finance issues that affect seniors and their benefits. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am glad you're here. This is actually my benefits highlights channel. I have a much bigger channel with over 200,000 subscribers called Benefits Insider. You can see the link in the top of this video so you can subscribe to that channel. This is my highlight channel where I give you short videos in bite-sized chunks about topics that are happening right now. So if you're new here, welcome. I am glad you're here. Do me a quick favor, go into the comment section. Let me know your city and your state. If you have been watching this channel or my other channel for a while, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Let's jump right into it. So here is what started it all. The president went on Truth Social today and said this. He said, the news, it says President Trump announces that he will be paying a tariff dividend at least of $2,000 per person. And it says stimulus checks are officially back. And here's what the president has to say. People that are against tariffs are fools. Those are some strong words. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation. Well, I don't know if I agree with that part. And a record stock market price. 401ks are highest ever. We are taking in trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt, $37 trillion. Record investment in the USA, plants and factories going up all over the place. And here is where he made news today. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, meaning like wealthy people, will be paid to everyone. So, excluding wealthy people, it means that a lot of seniors are going to get this check. A lot of people on disability are going to get this check. A lot of people on SSI are going to get this check because it doesn't exclude, it only excludes wealthy people. And in the brief that was at the top, it says President Trump announces that he will be paying tariff dividends at least $2,000 per person. This is kind of like the stimulus check he received during the pandemic that went to every person. So that is what is happening. Now, why would the president want to do this? Well, this is not the first time the president has wanted to send a stimulus. So let me give you the history of stimulus checks this year. It started back in July. The president said that he wanted to send a $600 stimulus check, and that caused Missouri Senator Josh Hawley to issue not only a press release, but also write a bill to do exactly that. So let me read that to you. This is the beginning of all that stimulus check talk this year. So Josh Hawley wrote this. He said, today, Senator Hawley introduced the American Worker Rebate Act that would send rebate checks to Americans because of the historic tariff revenue. And here is what was promised right here. It says the American Worker Rebate Act would provide a tariff check for American workers and families with similar parameters to the direct payment passed by Congress. So here's the thing. Here's why that included seniors. It would be similar to the direct payment passed by Congress in 2020. And it was going to be $600. And then later, the president came out again and said that the president wanted to pay more. Because he wanted to pay $1,000 or $2,000 stimulus check. So after Josh Hawley said he was going to send the $1,600, the president then came and made news again and said he wanted to pay $1,000 or $2,000. So he kind of increased the amount. He kind of raised the amount. And so for a while now, that was what was floating around. Let me see if I can find that news for you. Yes, I got it. Okay, so let me show you that so that I can continue showing you how this all came about in a chronological order. Okay, so it says Trump says he's considering giving Americans a $2,000 tariff stimulus check. This was October. So the first one happened in August and now October. It says President Trump says he's looking at sending a stimulus check worth at least 1,000 to 2,000. Stimulus check would be dividend to the people of America. Stimulus will be funded from revenues generated from tariffs. During a recent interview with One American News, President Trump said he's looking to send in stimulus checks worth 1,000 to 2,000. We are going to do something. We are looking at something. Number one, we are going to pay down the debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy. We also might make a distribution to the people, almost like dividend to the people of America. We are looking at 1,000 to 2,000. It will be great. That was October. All right. And then today, the president then came out and said he wants to do the $2,000 stimulus. So we've moved from 1,000 to 600 to 1,000 to 2,000. So here is what it says. President Trump said on social media that he's looking at sending tariff dividend worth $2,000 to the American people. I hope you can see that. Yes, you can. Trump has floated several times this year the idea of a stimulus check. And so that is where we are. So what does this mean for you? Well, I'm going to keep an eye on this because the president said he wants to do this. I believe him. And so I'm going to keep an eye on this. In the meantime, if you want to stay on top of all this breaking news and be updated on things that are happening in real time, join thousands of seniors that are part of my text list, my text club, that are getting 1 to 2 text messages from me each week about breaking news and updates that can affect your retirement, your benefits. So text the word insider to 443-293-0080. You'll be added to my text list, and then you start receiving 1 or 2 messages from me about breaking news and updates. And not only that, how the news affects you and your benefit, your finances, and your retirement. So guys, I will keep an eye on this. As I said, I believe this president, when he says he's going to get something, he gets it out of Congress, out of the Supreme Court. So I am just going to go off of that belief that if he's been pushing this, it started with 600, then 1,000 to 2,000, and now it's firmly 2,000. I'm going to take it to the bank until I hear otherwise from the president. So if you like what you heard, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in another video tomorrow.